Subscribe the channel for latest updates. Press the bell icon. Get ready for the dictation. At the count of 3, 2, 1, start. Article 356 carries the marginal heading Provisions in case of failure of constitutional machinery in states, but neither clause 1 nor for that matter any other clause in the article employs the expression failure of constitutional machinery. On the other hand, the words used are similar to those occurring in Article 355, namely, a situation has arisen in which the government of the state cannot be carried on in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. If the President is satisfied that such a situation has arisen, whether on the basis of a report received from the governor of the state or otherwise, he may by proclamation take any or all of the three steps mentioned in subclauses A, B, and C. It would be appropriate to read the entire clause 1 of Article 356 at this stage. If the President, on receipt of a report from the governor of a state or otherwise, is satisfied that a situation has arisen in which the government of the state cannot be carried on in accordance with the provisions of this constitution, the President may by proclamation assume to himself all or any of the functions of the government of the state and all or any of the powers vested in or exercisable by the governor or any body or authority in the state other than the legislature of the state, declare that the powers of the legislature of the state shall be exercisable by or under the authority of Parliament, make such incidental and consequential provisions as appear to the President to be necessary or desirable for giving effect to the objects of the proclamation, including provisions for suspending in whole or in part the operation of any provisions of this constitution relating to any body or authority in the state, provided that nothing in this clause shall authorize the President to assume to himself any of the powers vested in or exercisable by a high court, or to suspend in whole or in part the operation of any provision of this constitution relating to high courts. Clause 2 says that such a proclamation may be revoked or varied by a subsequent proclamation. Clause 3 provides a check upon the power contained in Clause 1. It says that every proclamation under this article shall be laid before each House of Parliament and shall, except where it is a proclamation revoking a previous proclamation, cease to operate at the expiration of 2 months unless before the expiration of that period it has been approved by resolutions of both Houses of Parliament. The proviso to clause 3 provides certain details which it is not necessary to notice for the purpose of this paper. Clause 4 provides that a proclamation approved by both the Houses of Parliament shall, unless revoked, cease to operate on the expiration of a period of 6 months from the date of issue of the proclamation. The 44th Amendment Act reduced the period in this clause from 1 year to 6 months. The proviso to clause 4, however, empowers such proclamation to be extended beyond 6 months subject to the approval of Parliament for a further period of 6 months at a time subject to an outer limit of 3 years. The second proviso to clause 4 provides for a specific situation which it is not necessary to refer to for the purpose of this paper. The third proviso to clause 4 is applicable to the state of Punjab and provides for a particular situation and is of no general relevance. Clause 5 has been substituted altogether by the 44th Amendment Act. The said clause was in fact inserted by the Constitution 38th Amendment Act 1975 with retrospective effect. The clause inserted by 38th Amendment Act barred judicial review of the proclamation issued under clause 1 in as much as it has been substituted by the present clause 5. It is not necessary to deal with the language or effect of clause 5 as originally inserted. The present clause 5 provides certain details concerning the approval contemplated by clause 3 and is in fact a continuation of clause 4.